Queen Camilla gets upset as Charles called Sofia vital to royal overhaul. Opening. Welcome back to Royal Saga, your ultimate destination for the most captivating stories from the Spanish monarchy and royal families worldwide. If you've been following our journey, you know we don't just scratch the surface, we dive deep into the real stories behind palace walls. New here? Hit subscribe now, because what we're uncovering today is absolutely explosive. Hook. Picture this. Queen Camilla walks into King Charles's private study at Clarence House, and what she discovers on his desk makes her face go pale. It's a confidential memo, and one name appears throughout the entire document, Infanta Sofía of Spain. But it's not just that her name is there. It's how Charles described her that made Camilla's hands shake with anger. What did he write? That's coming at the end, and trust me, you need to hear his exact words. But first, let me tell you how we got here. Main content. For months now, King Charles has been obsessed with one thing: saving the monarchy. Not just maintaining it, completely transforming it. He's been burning the midnight oil, consulting with advisors, studying opinion polls, and increasingly, looking at how younger royals in other countries are succeeding where British royals are struggling. And that's when Infanta Sofía entered the picture. At just 17 years old, Sofia has managed something remarkable. She's got over 2 million organic followers on social media platforms, she's become a climate advocacy icon among European youth, and she's done it all while maintaining perfect royal dignity. Charles has been quietly fascinated by her approach for months. Here's where things get interesting. 3 weeks ago, during a European royal gathering in Copenhagen, Charles had a lengthy private conversation with Infanta Sofía. Palace sources say they spoke for nearly 45 minutes about youth engagement, digital strategy, and modernizing royal communication. Charles was reportedly transfixed by her insights and energized in a way staff hadn't seen in years. When he returned to London, Charles immediately instructed his private secretary to draft a comprehensive proposal for royal engagement reform. The centerpiece. A new initiative heavily influenced by Sofia's approach to modern royalty. He wanted to implement similar strategies within the British royal family, particularly focusing on how the younger generation of Windsors could connect with the public. But here's the problem: he didn't loop Camilla in. Camilla has spent years carefully crafting her role as queen consort, then queen. She's built programs, established her brand of accessible elegance, and worked tirelessly to win over a public that once despised her. Every decision has been strategic, every appearance calculated to rebuild her image. So when she accidentally discovered Charles's memo, which referred to Infanta Sofía as vital to understanding modern royal relevance, and suggested implementing Sofia-inspired protocols, she was reportedly devastated. According to palace insiders, Camilla's immediate reaction was, "So I'm not vital. Everything I've built doesn't matter." It wasn't just about Sofia. It was about feeling dismissed, overlooked, and frankly, replaced in her husband's vision for the monarchy's future. The argument that followed was described by one staff member as the most intense disagreement they've witnessed between the couple. Camilla felt that Charles was undermining her authority by seeking guidance from a teenager from another country instead of working with his own wife, the Queen of England. Charles, for his part, insisted this wasn't personal. "This is about survival," he reportedly said. "The institution is dying with younger generations. Sofia represents what works. We need to learn from that." But Camilla shot back with something that cut deep. "Perhaps if you'd consulted me instead of being dazzled by a 17-year-old girl, you'd realize we've been doing exactly what Sofia does, you've just been too distracted to notice." She had a point. Camilla's literacy campaign has massive youth involvement. Her domestic violence advocacy resonates across age groups. Her natural, unscripted style at public engagements is exactly the authenticity young people claim to want. The real issue, sources suggest, isn't jealousy of Sofia personally. It's about respect, partnership, and Charles's tendency to chase the next big solution without recognizing the work already being done. Camilla sees it as a pattern. Charles gets excited about an idea, bulldozes forward, and only later realizes he should have included the people actually doing the work. What makes this particularly painful for Camilla is the public perception. If this story leaks, which it inevitably will, it'll be framed as older queen jealous of young princess. That narrative completely erases the legitimate concerns about leadership, communication, and respect within the partnership that's supposed to represent the crown. Build to finale. Now, about those exact words Charles wrote in that memo that made Camilla so upset. When she read this particular phrase, she reportedly said something to Charles that palace insiders claim he will never forget. Call to action. Before I reveal what was written and what Camilla said, I need your help. Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. We're racing towards 600k subscribers. Comment below. Should Charles have consulted Camilla first? Let's discuss. Closing tease. Here's the phrase from Charles's memo that changed everything, and Camilla's response that's now become legendary among palace staff. This is the moment that defines their partnership going forward.